Welcome back to the Longship Medic. Week 2 of Operation XTERRA is done, and this week felt different. Not because I suddenly got faster or fitter, but because some of the things started clicking in ways that I didn't feel last week. It's all about the little victories, and this week we had a few. So the biggest win this week was definitely in the water. I got 2 swim sessions in, 500 meters each, which isn't going to impress anybody's coach, but after just 1 week, it's a good starting point. I mean, I haven't swum laps in probably like 3 years. And man, it was refreshing. Well, no, it wasn't. It was cold. It was like really cold. Oh, that's cold. Okay. Yep. We're already here, so we're gonna do it. I think it was like 50 something degrees outside and the water is not heated. I didn't have a thermometer in the water, but it was cold. Oh, my face hurts. Oh, my face hurts. This water is so cold. My face hurts. Being that temperature just has so many benefits for your muscles and your legs in my case. Pulling out inflammation, calming your nerves, and just resetting everything. I could feel the difference for the rest of the day, and arguably for a few days after. How did everything else feel? Well, my form went right back to where it was. Unlike running, it just felt right. My pace averaged about 1 minute and 35 seconds per 100 meter, which isn't bad. Not too far off from the about 1 minute that I want to be hitting in a year. I think I'll probably be able to shave that 30 seconds off and build my engine back quicker in the water than I will on the road. And something finally changed in my running too. Last week my calves and Achilles were hurting, and honestly for the first half of this week they weren't feeling great either. But I started to really focus on relaxing everything from the knee down and just letting my foot and ankle do what it's designed to do. No like clawing the ground with my toes or overstriding or pretending that I had a pace that I clearly don't yet. Just letting my legs behave like they're supposed to, and for the first time, I could actually put some distance together without immediate pain. The relaxation just let me have a natural stride, and I was able to actually pick up the tempo a little bit. Now, before I get into the distances that I hit for this week, I wanted to touch on weight just for a second. I made a little joke on the first week that it was the least important metric that I was going to list out in that video, and I still feel that way. However, I want to geek out for just a minute because I felt something this week that I haven't felt in a long time, and that's the difference that losing weight can make in running specifically. So last week I weighed in at 254.4 pounds, and this week I weighed in at 251.8. So that's officially 5 pounds down from my original weight 2 weeks ago. Now, 5 pounds doesn't sound like much, but your body feels it in every single step. Standing still, it's just the difference between carrying or not carrying a 5-pound weight, right? But when you're running, the impact isn't just your body weight. It's around 2 to 3 times your body weight, depending on how hard you're landing. So that 5 pounds turns into 12 to 15 pounds less force hitting the bottom of your feet every step. Multiply that across a short run, and suddenly we're talking about thousands of pounds of cumulative force that my feet didn't have to absorb this week. That's why my landings felt smoother, and that's why I could actually feel the change. So for consistency's sake, here are my distances for this week. I'm glad I was able to do more than week 1. As you can see, after Turkey Day, I really turned it up for the rest of the weekend. Got some really good mileage right afterwards and added in that swim and did a swim on Tuesday and Thursday. So I was really able to build throughout the week and felt pretty good going into the weekend, which allowed me to do a little bit more distance than I did in week 1. As long as we're moving in the right direction, I'm happy. Now, the sleep score, I didn't improve it as much as I wanted to. That's going to probably be something I wrestle with for the entirety of this and until my kids move out, to be honest. But we'll see. I'm dedicating attention to it. I know it's an issue and I want to get it fixed. So that's week 2. Cold swims that were probably more recovery than training at this point, and lower legs that are finally starting to act like springs instead of just anchors. One remaining issue is the training for the bike. No excuses, but I just need to acquire a cheap stationary bike to start building that foundation until I can get my hands on an actual mountain bike. That has to happen. But despite all the numbers and distances and updates, there's a bigger picture here. This whole XTERRA journey is tied to raising funds for TBI research and supporting the Naval Special Warfare community, a community that I owe so much to and that really shaped me into who I am today. So if you're following along, if you're cheering on this insanity, know that it's going towards something real, and please consider donating. It's for a good cause. The QR code will be up here in just a second. Read over my GoFundMe and see if you would like to make a contribution. Every little bit counts. Well, guys, that's all I got for this week. Stay safe, stay ready. I'll see you in the next one.